Welcome back. Heber City has their Police Kids Academy coming up next week, right around the corner. In fact, a really exciting time for kids. And we have Detective Wayshare from the Heber City Police Department here to tell us all about it. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Park City Television.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we are so glad that you're here with us. And this is an exciting day. It's something that I wish my kids would have had an opportunity to participate in. So tell me more about it.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. It's the Kids Academy at the police department. We've been doing it for several years. We just happened to have the pandemic, so we haven't been able to do it for the last 2 years, but we're starting it up again this year, and it comes up this Tuesday, the 28th. What it is we get around 50 kids that sign up. You have to bring your parents, come down and sign up your children and sign a waiver, and then we basically go through a police academy. They get to go through evidence gathering, they go through sim rounds to shoot at little targets, and talk on radios. They get in a police car and pull over cars, and it's a fun activity for the kids. They get a shirt and they get to meet all the local police officers in Heber City, and it's a great time for us. The whole police department comes down to help and participate in it, so it's great. It's a lot of fun for the community.
Now, that's a summer activity they're going to remember for a really long time. That's going to be a highlight.
Yeah, it is, and we have kids that come back every year. It's the kids age group from 9 to 15, so we have had kids come back every year that we've had it until they're too old to participate. So it's a lot of fun for everybody.
It really is. So if someone wants to participate, wants to sign their child up, what do they need to do? So
they just have to come to the Heber City Police Department. They have to sign a form saying that their kid can be there, and give us their shirt size, and as a parent sign them up, and then they'll be able to do it. We are doing it this Tuesday, so they have to sign up rather quick to do it, but just come down to the police department and fill out the form, and you can be in it as long as we have those first 50 slots. So first come, first serve on that.
Is it all day then? So
it starts at 9 a.m. and it goes till noon, so it's only 3 hours. So you can get rid of your kids for 3 hours to be at the police department. You drop them off at 9. With a bunch of cops, we move them around through all of the groups, and then at 12 o'clock come back. We give a certificate for graduation of the Kids Academy, and then give them back to the parents, and they can go back about their Tuesday.
It sounds like, not only, as we mentioned, it's a highlight for the children, but also for the police department. It's something that you all look forward to.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun for us. We get to interact with the kids and kind of just be around in a very positive light with kids in the community, which is a lot more fun than some of the other stuff we have to deal with. So.
And what's your role during the day?
Well, I am one of the committee members that directs it, so I'll be running around taking pictures and being around all the kids and make sure everything's running well. So I'll be there at the beginning, showing everybody, talking with the chief, and then I'll be around with all the groups helping out.
And you mentioned some of the different stations that you talk on walkie-talkies. Did you say some sort of shooting target practice?
So we do have those sim rounds, basically like Nerf guns. We shoot them at some targets and show them what it's like to have talk about gun safety in that area. And then we have radios where we talk on the radios with dispatch with the kids, which is a lot of fun for them. They get to get inside the police cars in a patrol unit one and turn on the lights, play with the sirens for a little bit. And we have evidence gathering, so they see a crime scene and what we are looking for and stuff like that. Put little placards down for evidence, so a lot of fun, a lot of different things to do.
And I know you're hoping for these kids to have a great experience, which they absolutely will, but what are some other goals that you hope the community will gain from this Kids Academy Day? Well,
we love to just have them get to know our police officers, be around our officers and see them as, as fathers, as mothers, and just kind of see the human side of policing, but also what we do in a day in, day out basis and stuff like that. So just more of interacting with the kids in a positive light and being a lot of fun for everybody.
And do you find that afterwards, when you see these kids that have participated, just when the police department's out doing different things, that they're more readily communicating with you all, saying hi? It just kind of helps those communication lines. I know it's been a couple years since it's happened.
Yeah, it has been a couple years, but I mean, it does. We do see kids that are like, hey, I remember I was at the police academy. We give them all shirts. We see them wearing those shirts every once in a while that say junior police officer or something like that. And it helps with them being able to know our officers and talk with them and really open that communication with kids and see them in a better light and a trusted adult they can talk to.
And did you always want to be in the police force since you were a kid?
You know, I was when I was a tow truck driver, I thought, man, I really would love to be on that side of the police tape, and said, oh, I'm gonna try and be a cop one day, and it just kind of unfolded for me, and I became a police officer. It's been a lot of fun being able to help my community. Grew up mostly in Heber City, so that's kind of my home base, and I was able to be an officer in my hometown. So a lot of fun for me to come back and really serve my community.
And what is your favorite thing about the job day in and day out? I know you love serving the community, as you mentioned, but what else do you really enjoy about this?
Well, I mean, policing is community service or customer service and being around people. And I like to be around people. I like to talk, and I don't like being isolated in a cubicle or something to that effect. So this is a great job for me, and I love to be out and talking with people and be around people and help as much as I can with whatever's going on with people in their lives. We see a lot of people in kind of their roughest times, and you know, super nervous times for them, and we get to come in and help and be, you know, as best we can. So I love that about policing. It's never the same. It's always different, and it's been fun for me.
And has anything changed dramatically because of the pandemic, or do you feel that as a police force and for you that you're back to kind of this new normal?
We're getting back to the new normal. I think the biggest change in law enforcement was kind of like the Zoom and everything. We went from always responding to people's houses to calling people a lot before we talk to them. And that's kind of still morphed into a little bit, but I still love that face-to-face interaction, which is why I came here instead of trying to Zoom call in, right? And that's the only kind of change that we've had. You know, we're really back to the way we kind of were before, responding as much as we can to calls. But that's probably the only change I've ever seen with the pandemic, is we call a lot more instead of showing up immediately on stuff that we can call on. Obviously, emergency calls will show up immediately. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I think many of us are happy to have this in-person element back, as well as the option to find other ways to do things. But we're so grateful for the police force, for everything you did throughout the pandemic. I know it was really tough for you all, and we really appreciate your service. And we have a lot of viewers from Park City, from Heber, all over the state. So in order for your kid to participate, do you need to be living in Heber, or does that matter?
It doesn't matter, but it is the first 50. So if we get everybody from Murray or from Salt Lake Valley to show up, it's first come, first serve at this point, because we only have so many slots. So if they show up, we'll take them until we have 50 kids.
And where's the best place to get more information or to get signed up?
So the best place to get more information is on our Facebook page. We have a flyer up there, or you can come into the police department, 301 South Main in Heber City, or call our phone number, the 435-503 or 435-654-3040 is our phone number, and get a hold of us. And hopefully before Tuesday. We would love for them all to be signed up today, Friday, but it's Tuesday is coming up, so.
It absolutely is. Well, thank you so much, Detective, for being here today. I really appreciate you coming in person and appreciate your service to our community.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, so be sure, if you want your child to sign up, to do that today if you can. Reach out to the Heber City Police Department and let them participate in an incredible day, learning lots of different things with this great police department. So once again, we appreciate Detective Racer for being here today with us. We'll be back with more right after this.